Welcome back to our channel, Rel, Finance Manager. I'm Emma, and today's topic is one that changes how you'll look at your own street.
Because the wealthiest person on your street might be the one you've been walking past for years without a second look. Let's start the video. Right now, on your street, there's a neighbor worth 7 figures. I promise you, it's not the one with the new car. It's the one you've been quietly judging. So picture this. You've just moved into a quiet cul-de-sac. Boxes everywhere. And 2 neighbors you haven't even met yet. It's moving day. New street, new life, at the moving truck still parked at the curb.
Hey there, neighbor. Ethan. Welcome to the block. Nice place, huh? Wait till you see what I just added onto mine.
Ethan's the guy with the lease payment and the smile to match Kuru. 3 weeks in, and you already know his car better than his last name.
Afternoon. Walter Down. I'm right across the street if you ever need anything.
And Walter been? Well, Walter you barely notice at all. Same truck every day. Same worn flannel. You figure he's just getting by.
Just finished the addition high. Home theater, second garage for the boat. Gotta keep up appearances, am I right?
It's easy to do the math there, right? New car, new addition, a boat, guy. Surely that's what winning looks like.
Have a good one.
And that's it. Barely a word. You file him away as fine, modest, maybe even a little behind.
Weeks go by. The pattern holds. Ethan's driveway keeps filling up with new arrivals. Walter's stays exactly the same.
Careful with that halve. That's the new boat. Just financed it, 24 months, no big deal.
Meanwhile, Walter's up on a ladder fixing his own gutter. No crew, no fuss. Just a guy with a toolbox. 2 neighbors, 2 completely different pictures. But here's the thing about pictures, Buff. Sometimes they lie, and you're about to find out which one. A few weeks later, the whole street gets invited to a block party. Kana's, the perfect place to size everyone up.
Saturday evening, the cul-de-sac fills with fold-out tables, string lights, and the smell of someone's grill going full blast.
Yeah, we just got back from Cabo Cab. 3rd trip this year. Gotta reward yourself, right?
Everyone laughs. Everyone's impressed. Ethan's always got a story that ends with a receipt.
Good burgers. You grow up around here?
Walter doesn't talk about trips, doesn't talk about much at all.
Just.
Asks about you.
And here's the bias pod. The confident guy with the stories gets remembered. The quiet guy who asks questions, he barely registers.
This is the theater room, Cav. 80-inch screen, surround sound, the whole setup. Come by anytime.
Nobody asks how it's paid for. Nobody ever does.
Still driving that same truck, 22 years now. Runs just fine.
22 years. Somebody actually laughs, like that's the punchline instead of the point.
You start sorting people fast, bam. The achievers and the ones who just haven't caught up yet. It feels obvious. It isn't.
Put it on this one, Tadan. The points are unreal on this card.
Points on a card he's still paying off from last month. But you don't know that yet.
Keep the change. You all worked hard tonight.
Small thing. Nobody claps for a good tip. But somebody remembers it.
By the end of the night, you've got Ethan and Walter filed into 2 very different boxes. One of you is about to be very wrong.
And it only takes one envelope in the mail to start unraveling everything you assumed.
A few months in, life on the street settles into a rhythm. And that's when the small stuff starts adding up.
Monday morning, Ethan's SUV backs out of the driveway, Khaleesi. A new dent in the bumper, quickly ignored.
No, I told you. The payment went through Tay. Check again, it has to be a system error.
First crack. Small one. Easy to miss if you're not looking.
You water it every other day, not everyday day. Roots need to reach for it.
Turns out Walter built that garden. Funded it too. Nobody put his name on the sign, but he asked them not to. You didn't even clock that when you walked past it. Why would you? It's just a garden.
Final notice. Again? Yeah. I need this month to catch up.
Second crack. Still easy to miss Dow. From the outside, his driveway still looks like a magazine cover.
Same old spot. Same old book. Best part of my day, honestly.
No stress in that picture. No performance either. Just a guy who seems completely at peace. Peace is expensive. Or come and stay with me here, Tao. Maybe peace is actually the payoff, not the price.
Just give me a 15-day extension. I've never missed one before.
Third crack. Getting harder to ignore now if you're paying attention.
Let me get that Tao. No trouble at all.
You start noticing him more now. Not because he's louder, because he keeps showing up. 3 cracks in one story, 0 in the other. And you're about to find out exactly why. It happens on an ordinary Tuesday. The town newsletter lands in every mailbox on the street, including yours. You unfold the newsletter on your kitchen counter, expecting nothing more than trash pickup schedules.
The headline is about the town's new library wing, funded, it says, by an anonymous local donor. $2.4 million.
2.4 million. In this town, you read it 3 times just to be sure. You start asking around. Who has that kind of money on a street like this?
Beats me. Probably some hedge fund guy who doesn't even live here full time.
Nobody suspects the obvious answer. Because the obvious answer doesn't look the part.
And there he is, Taryn, out front, same as always, patching a crack in his own driveway with a bag of concrete mix.
And that's when it actually clicks. Not because anyone told you, because you finally looked. You remember the tip at the taco truck, the garden with no name on the sign. 22 years, same truck sear, and you laughed at that.
Something on your mind? You've got to look.
You don't even know how to ask. Was that you? Feels too direct. But somehow, he already knows what you're thinking.
Don't make it a big thing. I just don't like my name on buildings.
$2.4 million, and the man just goes back to fixing his own driveway.
This is the moment stealth wealth stops being a concept and starts being a person you actually know.
Wait, Walter? Our Walter? No way.
Ethan's just as surprised as you were. Maybe more. It doesn't match anything he thought he knew about winning. So how does a guy in a 22-year-old truck end up quietly funding a library wing? That's exactly what you're gonna find out.
A few days later, Walter waves you over. Got time for a cup of coffee? He asks. You say yes before he even finishes.
Turns out, 3 missed payments is exactly the number it takes for a bank to send someone with a flatbed.
Wait, please. Can we work something out? I can call the bank right now.
The SUV, the one from clip 7, the one that started the whole impression, gets loaded onto the flatbed.
He just stands there, watching it go. No stories left to tell about this one.
The boat goes back a week later. Then the home theater gets listed online, barely used.
I don't even know how it got this bad. Everything just added up.
It's not that Ethan makes bad money. He makes good money. He just spent tomorrow's paycheck about 18 months ahead of schedule, every single month.
Rough week? You could say that. I don't get it, Walter. I did everything right. Ed, good job, nice stuff. How'd I end up here?
Nice stuff and being rich aren't the same thing, son. Took me a long time to learn that one myself.
No lecture. No I told you so. Just an old man sitting on the steps with him. That's the version of this story nobody expects. God. The guy with the boat and the guy with the truck, sitting on the same step.
All right. Teach me. Where do I even start?
Start small. Track every dollar for 30 days. You can't fix what you won't look at.
It's the least glamorous advice in the world. It's also the only advice that's ever actually worked.
And somewhere between that tow truck and that porch step, you realize this story isn't really about Walter or Ethan anymore.
It's about which one of them you've secretly been more like to pod, and which one you're about to become instead. So that night, you sit down at your own kitchen table, and you open a notebook of your own.
You start small, just like Walter said. 30 days, every dollar, no exceptions.
Day 1. You cancel 3 subscriptions you forgot you even had.
Day 6. You bring lunch instead of buying it. Doesn't feel heroic. Adds up anyway.
See this line? That's not luck. That's just time, doing what time does.
Day 14. First automatic transfer into an index fund. Small amount. Real habit.
Traded the lease for this. Feels weird. Feels lighter, actually.
Turns out the payment on nothing is a lot more freeing than the payment on something shiny.
This is the part that never makes it into anyone's highlight reel. Yell. The actual boring middle where the habit gets built.
Day 30. You look at the notebook. It's full. Not with regret, Aram, with proof.
That right there? That's the whole game. Most folks just never write it down long enough to see it.
Month 3. The automatic transfer doesn't even feel like a decision anymore. It just happens.
6 months of tracking. First time in my life, I actually know where it all goes.
Neither of them got rich overnight. That's not the story. The story is that they both finally started.
Month 8. The old pickup truck gets a new set of tires. Now, Walter's treat to himself. The first splurge you've ever seen him make.
Figured she's earned it. 22 years and she's never once let me down.
That's the whole philosophy in one sentence. Spend on what's actually earned it. Skip the rest.
A year in, the street looks the same. But everyone on it is quietly becoming someone different.
And that brings us to now, Asau. A year later, standing on your own porch, looking at a street that taught you more than you expected.
So here's where the street stands, 1 year after that moving truck first pulled up.
Ethan's sedan is still parked out front. No boat, no theater room, just a guy who finally sleeps through the night.
6 months of an emergency fund now. Feels better than any boat ever did.
Walter's truck is still exactly where it's always been. 23 years now, and counting.
Come sit a while. Tell me, Tan, How's that notebook of yours holding up?
And you get to tell him home. 12 months of tracking, a real emergency fund, and your first index fund contribution that finally feels automatic instead of scary.
That's it. That's the whole secret nobody wants to hear, Paul. It was never a secret. Just discipline, done quietly.
No one throws a parade for discipline. But discipline is the only thing that's still standing a year later.
So if you take one thing from Walter, Ethan, and this whole street gang, let it be this. Stop trying to look rich and start quietly becoming it. I genuinely want to thank you for sticking with this one all the way through Pass. Stories like this only work because you're here for them. If this story hit home for you, hit that like button, drop a comment telling me who your Walter is, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.
A few weeks later, a new moving truck pulls up 2 doors down from Walter's house.
Afternoon. Walter Tan. I'm just up the street if you ever need anything.
Same line, same truck, same quiet man nobody will suspect for months.
Trust me. Give it time. That guy's full of surprises.
And somewhere on that street, the whole story is about to start all over again. For how? For somebody else this time. Maybe your own street has a Walter too. Maybe it's time you actually looked. That's it for today's story. Thanks again for watching Why? I'll see you in the next one.